Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Teacher Talks. In today's video, what I am going to be showing you is a fun activity that really shows you how an earthquake can affect a structure. And when you're doing this, you can think of it in terms of the seismic activity, how the earthquake actually works. You can think of it how the earthquake directly affects buildings, infrastructure, and it is quite a lot of fun. So this will work with lots of different people, and it's just good fun. It's a good activity, something that is great to do in geography, and it's got some sweet treats. So it's a winner for everybody. Now, for this activity, you are going to need a couple of things, and normally I would say this activity would probably take about 40 minutes. Obviously, it depends on the age of the children that are doing it, but 40 minutes is about right. And you need a few simple materials and ingredients. Now, the first thing you need is a tray of jelly. Now, I made some jelly earlier today. It's lime flavour. It smells amazing. So you're going to need a tray of jelly, ideally a big tray. I don't know how big this tray is, sort of 30 centimetres by 20 probably, but a tray full of jelly. You're going to need some kind of skewer or wooden stick. The wooden sticks that I've used are like sort of like cocktail sticks, but they're like the long versions. You can buy these in most supermarkets. You want something that children can snap, that they can play with, that they can use effectively. Make sure that they are wooden, so you need a few of those. And you need some marshmallows. Now, what you're going to be doing is the children are going to be creating structures using the marshmallows and the wooden sticks, which is why the sticks need to be thin so they can snap them to make different joists and levels and so on and so forth. What they're going to do once they've created their structures, and this is why you need the 40 minutes, is they're going to place the structures on the tray of jelly, and the jelly, because it moves, we will wobble jelly on a plate, will replicate the movement of an earthquake. And it's really fun, it's great. I've done it with the children in my class before, and you get to see whether or not their structures can withstand the wobble of the jelly. Okay guys, so I have got my structure. I have made a pyramid, a triangular based pyramid style structure, and I have used the marshmallows for each corner or vertices. I have a number of left over. I would strongly suggest getting the big marshmallows. The small ones just won't be big enough, and obviously the sticks, when you snap them, they can be a bit messy to get into the marshmallows, but the big ones, these ones are standard size, I suppose. They seem ideal. So I'm going to pop these away. I'm going to pop these away, and I'm going to get my tray of jelly. Now, this is where you can do lots of things with the children. You can get them to predict what might happen. You can get them to think about the structures of their buildings, having a nice solid base and so on and so forth. But really, now is just the fun of letting them go at it, letting them put their structure on the jelly and giving it a bit of a wobble. Once it's on, they're then going to wobble and wobble and wobble. And some structures might collapse, but the idea of this is that they put their structure on top, they wobble it about, and you can see that the jelly, as it moves the tray, is wobbling underneath, and you can wobble it in different ways, really to see whether or not their structure stays upright. Now, fortunately for me, my structure is clearly secure enough and hasn't completely collapsed. I've done this with children, and some structures have collapsed, others have maintained itself. But either way, it's just really good fun to do. It teaches children a little bit about how the movement of the jelly and therefore the movement of the earthquake can affect buildings in different ways. And it gets them really to think about the structure of their creation and of buildings in real life. So it's a super fun activity. Give it a go. And what's even better, and you may not like the idea of this, is it's edible. So once they have finished with it, they can enjoy eating it afterwards. So there you go, guys. That is another one of my Teacher Talks experiments. I've done this in class. It's been super fun. The children have loved it. Be it you doing it in your class as a teacher or doing it at home with your kids. It's super fun, and you can eat it. It's a winner either way. If you enjoyed this video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that like button, comment down below if you've tried this before, or help your fellow teachers out, your fellow parents out. And if you've got anything similar to this that you want me to do, or just to inspire others, comment down below, and I'm sure people will be very thankful and grateful for that. And if you are new and you've not seen any of this stuff before, please consider subscribing. Right. I've got some marshmallows to eat. Cheers.